everyone, and welcome to Flagstaff High School here in Flagstaff, Arizona. Now, where else would Flagstaff High School be? Anyway, John Rust, Kelly Court is with you here for our special Friday night basketball broadcast. Sorry, folks, you got distracted. The camera that the Prescott girls basketball team uses to video their games just suddenly fell down the stairs. Thankfully didn't take out anyone. Sorry about that. Anyway, back here, well, we have got probably what I would call the rematch of the ages. Prescott taking on Flagstaff. Prescott, they come into this contest ranked number 2 in the 4A conference. Meanwhile, Flagstaff, they actually slipped down a spot to number 5 in the 4A conference. And of course, Kelly, you go back a couple weeks ago, that incredible battle that these two teams had down in Prescott. Prescott coming away with a 46-40 victory over the Eagles, snapping a 100-plus game winning streak for Grand Canyon Region play, a streak that started 9 years before. Prescott broke it. Coming into tonight's game, you know Flagstaff has vengeance on their minds. You know Prescott, they want to prove that what happened a few weeks ago wasn't a fluke.
Well, you know the Flagstaff girls are going to be coming out trying to get some revenge. They've got some extra motivation tonight, and I think one of the things that we might see from the Eagles girls is a press. And I think one of the keys of this ball game tonight is how well the Badger girls can handle the Eagles girls' pressure full court. I think turnovers are always big, John, in a ball game, but I think they're especially going to be big tonight.
Yeah. I think one of the interesting things when you go back to that Flagstaff game, the Eagles were able to hold Addie Presciandero to 7 points in that game. We're talking about the girl who is Prescott's all-time leading scorer, 2,000 points in her high school career. She was held to 7 points, and still Prescott able to get the win. Bella App did her usual Bella App things. Lily James really stepped up her scoring. So did Bentley Crockett. So I think we've seen here tonight, and I think Flagstaff has seen that, hey, we might be able to shut down Addie. We may be able to shut down Bella Apt. But you know what? There are still some other players on Prescott we also need to worry about. So they can't focus on just 1 or 2 players for this Badger team.
I was going to mention also another key besides the turnover factor are those girls that the Badgers have other than Addie Presciandero and Bella App. Girls like Lily
James.
Lily James, I'm sorry. Kylie Murdoch, Kate Jones, and Bentley Crockett. I think those girls are going to have to step up in this ball game, and if they do, I think the Badgers are going to come away with a win.
And I'll tell you, another girl who we might see step up, actually she has been stepping up and getting more and more in the action, is the Chino Valley transfer, the other half of the Bella twins, and that would be Bella Roskoff, who's been doing a pretty darn good job coming off the bench for the Badgers the last few weeks.
Yeah, and the fact that she's only a sophomore bids well for the future of the Badger girls basketball. Kate Jones is also only a sophomore. Bentley Crockett's only a junior, so the Badgers will get a good supporting cast coming back for them next year.
Well, you talk about sophomores, I'll tell you what, Flagstaff, they've got a couple of good sophomores on their team. The one that stands out is Sunshine Bagoody, and this is a girl who, as a freshman last year, Kelly, was an all-conference or an all-region first-team selection and also an all-4A conference honorable mention, scored 19 points in last year's state championship game against Eastmark. The game that, of course, Flagstaff won. In fact, I'm looking at the state championship banner hanging here in the gym right now. So definitely Sunshine Bagoody, a sophomore, had a phenomenal freshman season, someone the Badgers have got to keep a huge eye on tonight.
Well, one of the things the Badgers need to do a repeat job on tonight is the Badgers really played good defense against the Eagles in Prescott a couple weeks ago. You know, that ball game was 46-40. And if you can keep the Flagstaff Eagles averaging only 10 points a quarter, and if that happens again tonight, the coaches, the Prescott coaches, will take that.
Yeah. And, of course, I think the other thing is, Kelly, the Badgers are going to wrap up their regular season schedule on Monday, taking on Mingus. I think this game is going to probably more than, even though Mingus is actually doing pretty well. Mingus is, I think, number 15 in the PowerPoint rankings. But still, Kelly, I think this is the game that's really, really going to get Prescott ready for what lies ahead at state. And I think you could also say the same thing about Flagstaff, too. Flagstaff, number 5, they're a lock.
Yeah, and, again, like I said, I think the point of this, I should say, starting point of this ball game, John, the first 3 or 4 minutes of this game, we will really kind of be determining just what the tempo of this ball game will be.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be really watching how fast the play goes. Flagstaff's going to want to increase the tempo of this game. They're somewhat quicker overall than the Badgers. The Badgers want to play more of a controlled ball game, and so I think that's another key in the ball game. If the game's tempo favors Prescott's going to win the ball game. If the tempo of the game favors Flagstaff, the Eagles are going to win the ball game.
And of course, you got to talk about home court advantage, and we've seen it in the past where either the Prescott boys or girls come up to Flagstaff, and I'm going to try to say this diplomatically here, but sometimes calls and non-calls just don't go the Badgers' way. Actually, one incident I remember was with Jason Parent here a few years ago where he shot a 3, nailed a 3, got fouled in the act of shooting the 3, and if he'd gone to the free throw line and made that free throw, it would have tied the game and sent it into overtime, but the refs didn't call the foul. The game ended, and the refs just skedaddled.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I've always said refereeing usually does not determine the result of a ball game.
And right now, folks, looks like we got the national anthem here at Flagstaff High School. National anthem here at Flagstaff High School. John Rust, Kelly Court is with you, and starting later than we originally scheduled, and that is because the JV game preceding us went a little long. In fact, final score there, Flagstaff JV beating Prescott 60-30. Then after that, they had a senior night ceremony, and it looked like it was for the students who participate in the sports med program here at Flagstaff. So a wee bit late with our start time here for this game, and right now they are doing the starting lineups here for both Flagstaff and, well, starting off with Prescott, the visitors tonight. And we're glad you're able to tune in to us on the Team 1450 AM KNOT to check out this game. And we're also live streaming it as well on our Facebook page and also over at KYCA Digital, our YouTube channel. So we got this game covered, and we definitely want to go all out for this after what we saw last time when these two squads got together. And who knows, there could be even a third go-around in the playoffs like we saw last year in the Elite Eight, Kelly.
Yeah, the Badgers lost a very close game here, I think with about 5 points, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like 57-54 was the final.
Yeah, it was a close game, and the Badgers certainly could have won that ball game right on this same court. So we will see what happens. We'll call this for 2026 Part 2 of the Flagstaff Prescott girls basketball rivalry.
Bingo. And again, it was in this very gym a year ago that Prescott and Flagstaff clashed in that epic Elite Eight battle. Prescott coming oh so close to knocking off Flagstaff in that one. Flagstaff, of course, going on to win the state championship in 2025. In fact, 2024-2025 school year, girls basketball here at Flag, that wasn't their only state championship. Looking up there among the banners, both the boys and girls cross-country teams were also crowned state champions last school year, Kelly.
Well, you know, there's always been great cross-country runners in northern Arizona. And the people down in the Phoenix area and Tucson areas that know the history of track and cross-country in Arizona know that there's been a lot of state championships won, not only by Flagstaff High School, but Coconino High School, Tuba City High School, and I can go on and on.
Too,
yeah. So.
All right, well, here we go. Bella Apt standing in the tip-off circle for Prescott. Opposite her is Oriana Susi. Badgers in the bluish-black uniforms, would you call it? Oh. And Flag in the white. And Prescott has the ball. Kate Jones gets it over to Prisciandero. Badgers moving left to right across your radio dial or screen, depending on how you're following us. Prisciandero on the far side. Gets it inside to Bella Apt. Apt through traffic. Takes the shot. Gets nailed. And yeah, just 12 seconds into this game, and we already got our first foul. Looks like it's going to be Aubrey Edgewater. And Bella Apt to the line.
I like the way Bella wanted to take the ball to the basket and as a result drew the foul.
First shot good by Apt. Apt, who on Tuesday nailed a season high 25 points against Lee Williams. In and out of the basket and rebounded by Flag. Susi. Now over on the far side, that's to Joe. And whistle on the play. It looks like this one's going to go against Prescott. Lexi Neal will go to the line for Flagstaff.
Going to go against Bentley Crockett, John.
First shot no good by Neal. Second shot coming up for the senior, Lexi Neal. And missed on both of them. Rebounded by who else? Bella Apt with 200-plus rebounds on the season. Apt turns. Now she passes to Prisciandero. Oh, nice grab by Prisciandero on the far corner. She goes for the three. It's good! Addie Cadabra with a three with a Flag player right in her face. And it's 4-zip Prescott on top. Sunshine Bagoody with the ball. She gets it over to Edgewater. Edgewater hovering around the arc.
Badgers and Amanda, should I say woman-to-woman defense?
And that ball bounces off the legs of Sunshine Bagoody, goes out of bounds. And the Badgers will inbound the ball with 7:05 to go in the first quarter. Prescott up 4-zip. Bella Apt inbounds it over to Prisciandero. Prisciandero.
Here's a man-to-man full-court press, John, by the Eagles.
Prisciandero with the pass and intercepted by Nadea Nez. And the shot by Bagoody, no good, goes out of bounds, and possession, Prescott.
We said at the outset that this game largely will be determined by how well the Badgers handle the Eagles' pressure.
Prisciandero gets the inbound, past the half-court line. She's covered by Neal. Pass cross-court to James. Bounces over to Crockett. Crockett avoids traffic, takes the shot, skips off the rim, no good, right into the hands of Susi. Now over to Bagoody. Bagoody moving inside, cut off by James. Gets it over to Nadea Nez. Bounce pass, stolen by Bentley Crockett. Crockett past the half-court line. Covered by Neal. Crockett with the shot off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Lexi Neal. Neal taking her time in the tip-off circle. Now just dribbling the ball, covered by Bentley Crockett with 6:05 to go in the first quarter. Over to Sosi. Now Neal with the ball. Pass on the inside. Over to number 4, Nadea Nez. And Nez goes inside. Bounce pass. Over to Neal. She turns. She shoots off balance. And it's good. Lexi Neal nailing that one with Crockett in her face for 3. James, it's good! And flower power, Lily James nails a 3, making it 7-2 Prescott. 5:25 left to go in the first quarter. Neal with the ball for the Eagles. She gets that one over to Sosi. Hands it off to Bagoody. Almost lost the ball.
So far, the game's tempo is in favor of the Badgers, John.
Edgewater for 3. In and out of the basket and rebounded by Bentley Crockett to Bella Apt. Apt, she takes off inside, bounces to Kate Jones. Jones off the glass, and it's good! Kate Jones making it a 9-2 lead, and that brings the Prescott fans to their feet here in the Flagstaff Gymnasium as Flagstaff head coach Tyrone Johnson calls a timeout.
You know, John, what happened there is Bella Apt dribbled the ball the length of the floor, saw the opening, started to drive. One of the Flag defenders came over onto her, leaving Kate Jones wide open. Great assist by Bella Apt for the 2 points.
Yeah.
Great start by the Badgers. We said that the Badgers needed to get off to a really good start in this ball game, and so far in the first 3 minutes they have.
Yeah. Kate Jones only averaging 3.3 points per game this season for Prescott, but she has been deadly on the boards. Kate Jones racking up 131 rebounds coming in this game. We also mentioned the rebound Bentley Crockett got, and Crockett with 114 rebounds as well. So rebounding, not just the forte of Bella Apt. She's got a great supporting cast around her to grab those balls from the board.
Now the Badgers are dropping back in a half-court man-to-man defensive posture.
Bagoody has the ball over the far side, gets it over to Lexi Neal. Neal top of the arc, passes that one over to Sosi. Bounce pass on the inside, and stolen by Bentley Crockett. And it looked like Crockett got slapped there by one of the Flag players. No call, but Bella Apt gets the ball, comes down the court, and off the glass, no good, but rebounded by Lily James. Now to Crockett. And comes up short on the 3, battle for the ball, and Flagstaff comes up with it. Now they lose the ball, but I think we're going to get a whistle on the play. That might be Kate Jones getting the foul.
That is correct. Foul on Kate Jones. That's her first, second team foul of the quarter on the Badgers, so the Eagles will have the ball out on the sideline across the floor from us.
Sunshine Bagoody past the half-court line with 4:15 to go in the first quarter. 9-2, Badgers on top. Edgewater moving inside, takes the shot, it's good. Oh, but I think Bella Apt going to get called for the foul there.
Good drive by number 24, Audrey Edgewater. She gets the bucket. Foul by Bella Apt, her first.
Edgewater going for the three-point play. In and out of the basket, rebounded by Kate Jones. 9-4, Badgers on top. Jones gets the pass over to Kylie Murdoch. And now Murdoch double-teamed, has the ball stolen, and off the glass, and it's good! That was Edgewater with the steal, and Lexi Neal with the bucket. And another steal! And Neal has it, over to Bagoody. Nez, now Neal goes for 3, and it's good! And just like that, Flag has come back to tie it up 9-9 with 3:30 to go. Turnovers hurting the Badgers there. James goes for 3, off the rim, no good. Who's gonna get the rebound? It's Flagstaff. And it's Nadea Nez. Long pass, oh, the pass. Actually, Sosi able to keep the ball from going out of bounds. Gets it over to Nez. The three, no good. Rebounded by App, but a whistle on the play. I think this is going to go against Flag.
Going to be a foul against number 2, Sunshine Bagudi. That's her second team foul of the quarter.
And we're going to get a 30-second timeout here called by Coach Jamie Johnson. Yeah, we got 2 Coach Johnsons on the floor tonight. So
the last minute or so in this quarter, the tempo went towards the Eagles because of the turnovers. And so far, the Badgers have committed 3 turnovers, but 2 of those turnovers have contributed to 5 Flagstaff points.
Well, Flag, they come into this game with an 18-5 record. How about Prescott? 23-3 on the season. They surpassed their win total for all of last year.
Yes. Yeah, it's been a great year for the Badgers.
Badgers with the ball. James to Presciandero. Back to Lily James.
Eagles are now in a zone defense.
Bella Apt at the top of the arc, and the pass knocked out of bounds into the Flag bench by Oriana Sosi.
The Eagles, during that timeout, switched from a man-to-man defense to a 2-3 zone defense.
James hands the ball off to Presciandero. Goes for 3. It's good! Addie Cadabra with her second tray of the game. And it's 12-9 Badgers, as it looks like Kylie Murdoch going to get fouled as Lexi Nez was going to the basket.
First foul on Kylie Murdoch, 14th foul of the quarter.
Lexi Neal already with 7 points tonight for Flag. Her first shot is good. By the way, for Addie Presciandero, that is her 84th tray of the season, and she has eclipsed her season total from last year when she had 83. Second shot no good and rebounded by Bella Apt. 12-10, Flag trails. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Apt gets the ball over to Lily James. James flips it over to Apt. Apt covered by Nez. And I think the Flag fans are calling for a travel there, but they don't get it. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Apt with the shot, and it's good! Bella Apt getting the bucket through traffic, her first field goal of the night. And it's 14-10 Prescott, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bagudi comes over to the far side, gets that one over to Neal. And the pass clips the hand of Oriana Sosi, goes out of bounds, and it will be Prescott possession. Bella Apt to inbound.
4th turnover by the Eagles.
Bounce pass to Presciandero. She's covered by Sunshine Bagudi. Presciandero gets the pass over to Apt. Pass to half court line, covered by Neal. Apt moving inside, takes the running shot, and it's good! Bella Apt! The 1,000 club member makes it a 16-10 lead for Prescott. 90 seconds left to go in the first stanza. Lexi Neal with the ball for the Eagles. Comes over to the far side. Moves inside, scoop shot, and it's good! And Lexi Neal continues to do Lexi Neal things. And it's 16-12 the score in favor of Prescott. 1:10 left to go here in quarter number 1. Bella Apt with the ball, bounce pass over to James. James bounces over to Presciandero. 1 minute left to go for 3. Bella Apt, no good. Rebounded by Bentley Crockett, still no good. And now rebounded by number 4, Nadea Nez, and we're going to get a jump ball call.
By the way, the Eagles switched back to a man-to-man defense on that last possession.
Neal bounces it over to Nadea Nez. 10 points already for Neal. Three-pointer attempt, no good, but getting the rebound and getting the bucket for Flagstaff. Number 15, Jaden McClellan. And now a steal by Sunshine Bagutti. Bagutti with the breakaway, and Bagutti with the basket. And it's all tied up at 16. Now Lily James with the ball. And she turns the ball over. I don't think so. I think it's going to be a foul against Flagstaff. And it doesn't sound like the Flag faithful like that call very much.
Going to be on Lexi Neal, her first foul, third team foul. The Badgers will have the ball out of bounds.
Lily James comes inside, covered by Nez. Crockett through traffic, and the ball almost stolen away. Crockett gets it back, takes the shot off the glass, and it's good! Bentley Crockett puts the Badgers back on top with 3 seconds left to go. Nez with the shot, no good, the desperation three. And the first quarter is in the books. Our score, Prescott 18, Flagstaff 16. Strap yourselves in, folks. We're going to have a slobber knocker here up in the high country. Let's take a 30-second break here in our broadcast of Prescott basketball. We'll be back with more right after this. And we are back here at Flagstaff High School. John Rust and Kelly Cordes with you for Friday night basketball. Two of the top 5 teams in the 4A conference facing off tonight. And right now it's the sort of battle I think everyone expected. Prescott with a slim lead over Flag, 18-16 the score as we get set for the second quarter. Nadea Nez will inbound for the Eagles.
Lexi Neal has 10 of Flagstaff's 16 points.
I have no idea why they blew that whistle.
Because there's a clock issue, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think the clock issue has been corrected. So, do-over. The ball now in the hands of Sunshine. Sunshine! Who passes it over to Carter Edison. Pass on the inside. It's lost and stolen by Lily James. James down the far side. Flips it over to Presciandero. Presciandero trying to get around Nez. Oh, and traveling the call on Addie Presciandero. And another turnover for the Badgers.
5th turnover by the Badgers, and Flagstaff also has 5 turnovers.
Bagutti with the ball, the sophomore. Takes it up past the half-court line, greeted by Lily James. Comes inside, passes it over to Carter Edison. Now bounce pass over to Joe. Joe over to Bagutti at the far corner. Covered by James. She flips that one over to Nez. Kamaya Joe. 7 seconds left on the shot clock for 3. No good by Nez. Rebounded by Bella Apt. Apt racing down the court. Is she going to go coast to coast? No! In and out of the basket. And we got players falling all over the place, but Flagstaff comes up with the ball, and it's Nadea Nez. Pass on the inside to Edgewater. No good, but rebounded by Bagutti. She turns around, cut off by Presciandero. Kicks that one out to Nez. Nez trying to get around Lily James. Bounce pass to Bagutti. Bagutti down the baseline, cut off by Presciandero. She flips it up and no good, and rebounded by Addie Presciandero. Over the half-court line, covered by Bagutti. For 3, in and out of the basket, but rebounded, no good. And that was Kylie Murdoch trying to get the putback, couldn't do it. So, and a steal there. Almost a steal. And now Flag gets the ball back. Bagutti. Ball is rolling all over the place. Flag comes up with it. Kamaya Joe gets the bounce pass over to Bagutti. Pass on the inside. Oh, that was intended for Jaden McClellan, but it bounces past her, goes out of bounds, and the Badgers will inbound with 6:03 left to go in the second quarter. It's 18-16 Prescott.
Again, the Eagles putting on a full court press, man-to-man full court press.
James with it. Bounce pass in the hands of Murdoch to Apt. Apt racing inside. She makes the jumper off the rim, no good, and rebounded by Edgewater. Sunshine Bagoody over on the far side, trying to get around Lily James. Sosi comes inside through traffic, takes the shot, goes over the backboard, but someone on the Badgers is going to get called for a foul.
Going to be called on Kate Jones, her second. And Oriana Sozi will be at the line to shoot two.
And first shot no good by the sophomore Sosi. Still 18-16, Flagstaff trailing with 5:34 left to go in the second quarter. Second shot also no good and rebounded by Bella Apt. Still an 18-16 lead for the Badgers. Apt trying to make her way around Lexi Neal over the half-court line. Apt loses the ball, picks it back up before it goes over the half-court line. Apt moving inside, gets it out to Presciandero. Presciandero down the baseline, taking the shot, no good, rebounded by Jones. What?
Yeah, they're going to call Kate Jones over the back. That'll be Kate Jones' third foul.
And the Prescott fans do not like that call at all. And now one of Prescott's top rebounders is in foul trouble.
They brought in, the Badgers brought in Bella Roscoff to replace her.
Lexi Neal moving inside, taking the shot for glass, no good, rebounded by Bella Roscoff, who gets it over to the other part of the Bella twins, Bella Apt. Apt down the far side, comes inside, the jumper, off the rim, no good, and rebounded by Neal. Now Bella Apt in a little bit of a shooting slump here for Prescott. Now for three, Bagoody, no good. Actually, both teams kind of in a shooting slump right now. Apt gets it over to Roscoff for three. No good. And rebounded by Kylie Murdoch to Lily James. She moves into the paint, takes a shot. No good, but James gets fouled. 4:29 left to go in the second quarter, and neither team has scored in this quarter. Lily James going to try to break that trend here. She goes up to the line.
Aubrey Edgewater of the Eagles got called for the foul. Her second.
First shot by James, no good. Man, is there like a force field over both baskets or what? Second shot coming up from James, no good. And James gets the rebound, then falls down. And it looks like, I think Edgewater going to get called for another foul.
And she's in foul trouble. That's her third.
And she's going to come out of the game. Edgewater replaced by Tatum Jensen. Or I guess if you're from the Netherlands, that would be pronounced Jensen, but we're not in the Netherlands, so it's Jensen. Presciandero to Roscoff. Roscoff gets the bounce pass over to Apt. Now to Presciandero. Covered by Bagoody. Presciandero moves inside. Over to Ross, over to Apt, and Apt can't get the shot. Now Murdoch, she can't get the shot. Apt puts it up, and Apt gets fouled.
The Badgers really going to the offensive boards on that possession.
And Bella Apt will try to break this second quarter scoreless streak.
Fouls on Lillian Davis of the Eagles. That's her first.
And it went in. And we get our first point of the quarter. And the Badgers now go up 19-16. Second shot from the line coming up for Apt, and that one is good. Bella Apt, who said enough of this scoreless stuff. and drains both free throws. 20-16 Prescott, under 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Neal, pass on the inside of Bagoody, covered by Presciandero. She kicks that one out to number 14. The shot, no good by Lillian Davis. Rebounded by Murdoch. And it looks like Murdoch bounced that ball off of Tatum Jensen, goes out of bounds. Again, some pretty stifling defense on both sides.
There should be a couple seconds that have gone off on the shot clock.
Yeah, and that's what the referee just told the scorekeeper's table.
Yeah.
So 33 now on the shot clock, 3:38 left on the game clock. Pass to Lily James, down the far side, covered by Davis. Roscoff with it, comes in from the far side, gets the pass over to Apt. Flips it over to Presciandero. Inside to Apt, she turns, she shoots. She does not score, and it's rebounded by Lexi Neal. We have yet to have a field goal in this quarter. Neal trying to go coast to coast, no good. Rebounded by Apt. Long pass to Presciandero, and it goes out of bounds. I thought for a second that might have clipped off the hand of a Flagstaff player. Apparently it didn't. So now Flag gets the ball. Sunshine Bagoody will inbound. 3:11 left to go. Neither team has a field goal yet in this quarter. Well,
and John, we're 5 minutes into the quarter.
Well, sometimes even the best go through slumps. Davis, top of the arc, trying to get around James. Takes the shot, no good. Now Bella Apt with the, actually that's Kylie Murdoch, excuse me. Gets it over to Presciandero. Presciandero covered by Bagoody. She moves inside through traffic, takes the shot, no good, but it looks like Addie Presciandero got fouled.
I think she's going to be fouled by Sunshine Bagoody. That's her second foul.
Up to the line, Addie Presciandero with 6 points tonight. Make it 7. Actually, Presciandero has equaled her point total from the first time these two teams got together, back on January 14th. 21-16, Prescott up. Second shot coming up for Presciandero.
One of the things I see the Badgers doing is they're driving. They're taking the basketball and driving it to the hoop.
No good. And rebounded by Sosi. Past the half-court line. Sosi trying to move inside, getting by Roscoff. Takes the shot, and it's good! And Oriana Sosi gets the first bucket of this quarter. And it's 21-18, Flag trailing. 2:16 to go in the second quarter. Presciandero with the ball for Prescott. Gets it over to James. James going for three. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded. And that's stolen. Crockett had the rebound, but it was ripped out of her hands by McClellan. Pass on the inside. And ball almost stolen. Oh. And a jump ball called as Bentley Crockett hurls a Flagstaff player to the floor, and that Flag player still down.
And I think the possession arrow favors the Badgers. So the Badgers will have the ball out of bounds with 1:53 left to go in the game.
So Sports Med checking on the Flagstaff player. I think that might be Sosi, not 100% sure. But yeah, her and Bentley Crockett battling for the ball. It looked like Crockett just kind of threw Sosi off her, and Sosi took a hard hit on the floor.
Well, what happened, John, is that as they were both going for the ball, held the ball both, and Bentley just kind of, with the ball, kind of turned to her left, and that's when Sosi went down on the floor.
Yep, and that is Oriana Sosi. And thankfully, she is up and walking off under her own power, and hopefully we will see her back in the game later. 21-18, and rather weird kind of second quarter where both teams have just had all kinds of issues scoring.
Both teams have stepped up their defense in this quarter. After a pretty high-scoring first quarter, they've stepped up the defense on both sides.
James coming down the court for Prescott. Gets it over to Presciandero. Pass the inside to Apt. Apt takes the shot. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Crockett to Roscoff. And the ball goes out of bounds. Did look like Nez shoved Presciandero. What? Now they're going to call a foul on Addy Presciandero. What? Well, what did I say about calls not going Prescott's way up in Flagstaff? Sometimes I hate being right. Neal coming inside. Now gets that ball over to Jensen. Lob pass to McClellan, and McClellan puts it in. Jaden McClellan now with 4 points. Flag closing the gap. It's 21-20. And $1:14 left to go in the second quarter. Presciandero. Bounce pass over to James. James coming inside. Bounce pass to Presciandero. She goes for three. Off the backboard and no good. Prescott just can't buy a basket in this quarter. Neal. Now for three. In and out of the basket for Nez. That's just kind of a microcosm of this quarter when it comes to field goals. Now the flip over to Presciandero. Shot off the glass, and it's good! And Addy Presciandero gives Prescott its first field goal of the quarter. Well, bound to happen sooner or later. 30 seconds left to go in the quarter, 23-20 Prescott. Now for three, no good by Jensen. Apt gets the rebound, gets it knocked out of her hands. By what? Are you kidding me? The ball got knocked out of Bella Apt's hands, and somehow it's Flag's possession. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous.
Well, there should have been a foul called, but there was no.
That is ridiculous.
Badgers can't get rattled because of a bad official's call. Part of the game.
Nez with it. Nez moving inside. Get around Presciandero, no good. And loose ball picked up by Bentley Crockett. Presciandero, 5 seconds left on the clock. And she takes a shot off the glass, no good. And that will do it for the first half of action. And what a crazy second half that was. Still, the Badgers do go into the locker room on top. And it is 23-20, our score here from Flagstaff High School. So let us take a 1-minute break here on our broadcast of Prescott girls basketball here on the team, 1450 AM, KNOT. We'll be back with all sorts of discussion on our halftime show right after this commercial break. And you're listening to the team, 1450 AM, KNOT Prescott. John Rust, Kelly Court is with you here for our Friday night basketball broadcast. Prescott taking on Flagstaff. Again, Prescott, the number 2 ranked team in the 4A conference, Flagstaff number 5. And Kelly, I think this game is pretty much lived up to the hype, even though in the second quarter, both teams just had all kinds of issues scoring. I think Flagstaff only had 2 field goals the whole quarter. Prescott only had 1. And, well, like you said, it's just a testament to the kind of defense that both sides have been playing here tonight.
Yeah, just for a couple possessions, the Eagles switched to a zone after the Badgers went up by about 9 points, and they quickly went back to a man-to-man defense. Both teams playing a man-to-man defense. Like we said at the start of the broadcast, the key to this ball game is how the Badgers handle the full court defensive pressure of the Eagles. And so far, right now, the Badgers have 8 turnovers, and from my records, of those turnovers, the Eagles have scored 7 points off of those. So, by the way, the Eagles have 7 turnovers themselves. So, just to go over the scoring, Addie Prishendero has 9 points. Bella App has 6. To round out the scoring for the Badgers, Lily James has 3. Kate Jones has 2. Bentley Crockett has 2. And Bella Roscoff has 1. For the Eagles, Lexi Neal has 10 points, and she scored all of those points in the first quarter. Jaden McClellan has 4, and then you have Sunshine Bagudi with 2, Oriana Sozi with 2, and Aubrey Edgewater with 2. So, close ball game. Certainly doesn't surprise us, John, on how close it is. Obviously, if the Badgers win this, they seal the title for the Grand Canyon region.
Yeah. And I think Kelly, that whichever team comes out on the wrong side of the score, they're going to look back at this second quarter and probably go, man, if we'd only made that shot, if we only made that shot, because the way things are going, I mean, like I know every point is crucial in a game, but I think more so here in this game tonight, especially the way that that second quarter went for both Prescott and Flagstaff.
By the way, the first game between these two teams in Prescott a couple weeks ago, it was a 46-40 game. Right now it's 23-20.
Yeah.
So, I expect this game to continue to be close. One of the great things for the Badgers is that really the only person that is in foul trouble for the Badgers is Kate Jones with 3 fouls. I think it's a plus that Bella Apt only has 1 foul and Addie Prishendero only has 1 foul.
Yeah.
On the Eagles side, Aubrey Edgewater, their senior forward, has 3 fouls, and Sunshine Bagudi has 2. So that's the foul situation on both sides.
Yeah, so we will see what transpires here. But, I said this is going to be an epic rematch, and so far I think that prediction is bearing out because, of course, both Prescott and Flagstaff, well, they've definitely had some battles over the year. Like I said, in this very gym last year, they battled each other in the Elite 8 of state. Flagstaff, of course, going on to win the state championship. And then Prescott, well, breaking their streak of region wins, which stood at over 100 just a few weeks ago. So we will see how things transpire. Meanwhile, let's tell you what we got going on this weekend, both on KYCA and on the Team 1450 AM KNOT. Well, I think everyone knows what weekend this is. It's Super Bowl weekend, and yep, both our stations, we will definitely be doing our part to hype up the Super Bowl tomorrow over on KYCA, 1490 AM, 103.5 FM. Tri-City Sports Roundup, that gets going at 8:06 tomorrow morning. And as I do every year, we will have our feature of local athletes giving their Super Bowl picks. Along with that, we're also going to hear from Prescott head football coach Cody Collette, and some other guy is going to be calling my show tomorrow. Who's that going to be? Hey, Kelly, you know who else is going to call my show tomorrow?
Yeah, some guy that attended the very first Super Bowl back in 1967.
Oh, yep, we will be hearing from my partner, Kelly Cordes. He will be telling us all about his experience at that very first Super Bowl. And Kelly, I'm going to go out on a limb and say there wasn't the kind of hype for Super Bowl I that we see for Super Bowl 60 and pretty much every other Super Bowl.
It wasn't even a sellout, John. The ball game was at the LA Coliseum, and I'll be talking more about that tomorrow.
Yeah, looking forward to that. And of course, speaking of the Super Bowl, we will have that on the team, 14:50 a.m. KNOT, Sunday afternoon. That gets started at 1 o'clock. That's the pregame show, because of course Super Bowl is always a pregame show that goes on for hours, but at 4:30 p.m., that's when we'll have kickoff. The Seahawks and the Patriots. And not the Eagles trying to make it back-to-back Super Bowl championships because they decided not to play very well in the first quarter and just let the 49ers beat them. I mean, not that I'm still bitter about that, Kelly, you know.
Well, you know, the last time the Seahawks and the Patriots played in a Super Bowl was in Glendale, Arizona.
Ooh.
And that was a very close game. The Patriots just narrowly beating the Seahawks. Yeah, I forget what the score was exactly, but that game was played in State Farm Stadium.
And how about this? This is going to be the first Patriots Super Bowl where we don't see either Tom Brady or Bill Belichick.
Yeah, that's correct. So, yeah, both teams have recovered from Hall of Fame head coaches after those Hall of Fame coaches either retired or got fired. And they're really, both teams are under relatively new coaches.
So again, we'll see how that goes. As I said, Sunday here on the team, 14:50, Super Bowl 60. Actually, before we get to the Super Bowl, I guess you can call this sort of the warm-up act, the appetizer, what you may. But we will have a pretty good NBA game on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. We've got the New York Knicks taking on the Boston Celtics. So again, like I said, that's I guess your appetizer before the big game.
Yeah. You know, I want to just make a shout out. Right now, the Suns are 10 games above 500. And I thought there was no way they were going to be have this good a record at this time of the NBA season.
Yeah, and then of course, talk about basketball. The U of A, what a season they're having, ranked number 1 in the nation. And folks, I got to let you know, on Monday we will have that U of A game against Kansas. So that'll be getting going, I believe, at 7 o'clock, I think. So, yep, 7 o'clock we will have that game, U of A against Kansas. So
is that at Kansas?
I am not 100% sure. It is at Kansas,
yeah.
Yes. All right, well, speaking of, that game is on Monday. The Super Bowl's on Sunday. Let's now focus on what's going on here Friday night up in Flagstaff as the second half about to begin. Prescott up by 3 as the third quarter is ready to get going. 23-20 is our score. And, well, we'll see if which team can break out of their shooting slumps here. Flag will inbound.
Eagles will inbound it to begin the second half.
Medea Nez will take it out on the far side. And she will get it over to Lexi Neal. Neal, guarded by Bella Apt. Now gets the ball over to number 12, Benali. Neal with the ball again. Now the pass to Nez. Back to Neal. Flag really taking their time here. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. For 3, no good by Benali, and Prescott gets the ball. Bella Apt with the rebound. Apt trying to get around Neal, coming down the far side. Gets that ball in the hands of Bentley Crockett. Now for 3, Lily James. Off the rim, no good. And rebounded by Apt, who puts up the shot, still no good. Apt, third time a charm. And a reverse layup by Bella Apt. Just what the Badgers needed here to get things going in the third quarter. It's 25-20 Prescott. Bugudi coming toward the baseline, covered by Crockett. Bounce pass on the outside. Now for 3. No good by Neal. Who's going to get the rebound? It's Lily James. who gets bumped into by Edgewater. James down the far side, Bagoody all over her. Ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be possession flag.
First turnover by the Badgers in the second half.
Bagoody will inbound. And she gets it over to Lexi Neal. Neal with 10 points tonight for Flagstaff. Top of the arc, trying to get around Apt. Over to Edgewater. She takes the shot, no good. And Apt couldn't get a handle on it. She gets knocked down, and the ball goes out of bounds. And actually hits Bella Apt while she was on her back. It's going to be flag possession. Nadea Nez will take it out. Neal, Edgewater has it. 6:27 to go in the third quarter. For three, off target. And who's going to get the rebound? It's going to be Benali. On the inside, out of bounds, and they're going to say last touched by Bentley Crockett.
18 seconds left to go on the shot clock.
Edgewater will inbound. Bentley Crockett will stand in front of her. Over on the far corner, Nez to Neal. Neal trying to get around Apt. Almost loses the ball. Gets out to Edgewater. Goes for three. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Kylie Murdoch. Murdoch cuts through the defense to James. James takes a shot, and James gets hammered, and she'll go to the line for two.
That's going to be a foul on Sunshine Bagoody, and that's her third. And Lily James will go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, Sunshine Bagoody, not a player you want in foul trouble if you're in Flagstaff in a game like this. James 0 for 2 from the stripe. 0 for 3 as she misses that one. And you said free throws are going to be a key in this game, Kelly. Next shot by Flower Power. No good. But James gets her own rebound to Pruscindero for three. It's good! Addie Cadabra with her third tray of the night. Prescott extends their lead, 28-20. 5:45 to go in the third quarter. Nez with the ball, gets it over to Bagoody. Now to Benali. Benali, pass over to Edgewater. Edgewater moving inside. And, well, she falls down. The ball hits off Bella Apt, goes out of bounds. And let's see, we will have Jaden McClellan.
Good defense by the Badgers. 11 seconds left on the shot clock.
And the pass, gets out of the hands of one Flagstaff player, but Neal gets the ball. She takes the off-balance shot. No good. Who's going to get the rebound? It's Kylie Murdoch. Murdoch to Pruscindero. Pruscindero racing down the court. Inside, the jumper. And Addie Pruscindero gets the good roll. And it's a 30-20 lead for Prescott. 5:16 remaining in the third quarter. And I'll tell you what, Kelly, after all the shooting woes that Prescott suffered in the second stanza, this is definitely what they needed to come out here and start draining some buckets, led by none other than the senior Addie Pruscindero.
Yeah, the Badgers are on a 7-0 run to begin this begin this half. And that's the second timeout that the Eagles have taken, so that means they have 3 left. And the Badgers have taken 1 timeout so far. The Badgers have 4 timeouts left. Really good to see Addie Pruscindero pushing the ball up the floor. And I will tell you right now, Bella Apt's got to have over 10 rebounds. We don't keep the rebound totals, but she is really doing a great job on the boards.
Oh, Bella Apt, she began the night with 209 rebounds. Of course, Bella Apt, Prescott's all-time leading rebounder, breaking the record of, it was Carmen Krause, right?
Carmen Krause, yep, you are exactly right.
And Addie Pruscindero, after Flag shut her down in the first meeting between these two teams, holding her over to 7 points. Pruscindero now 14 points tonight versus Flagstaff. Lexi Neal with the ball for the Eagles. 5 minutes to go in the third. Neal going for three. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by who else? Bella Apt. Down the far side. Apt turning, shooting, off the rim. Rebounded by Murdoch. Murdoch can't put it back. Ball on the ground. Bentley Crockett going for it, and we get a whistle on the play.
It's going to be a foul on an Eagle. Let's see who it's on. Going to be a foul on Lexi Neal. That's her second.
Prisciandero will inbound. Replacing Neal on the floor is Lillian Davis. 4:45 left to go in the third. James has the ball for Prescott. On the inside, bounces over to Murdoch. The jumper off the glass, no good. Rebounded by McClellan. For three, Bagoody, and it's good! A tray by Sunshine. Sunshine! 30-23, Flag trails. And that ball gets loose from Bentley Crockett, but I think she is going to get fouled. And it looks like it's going to be Edgewater who gets called for the foul.
And that's her fourth foul.
Oopsie doopsie. Well, Edgewater going to come out of the game now.
Third team foul on the Eagles, so the Badgers have the ball out of bounds. It's a non-shooting foul.
Tatum Jensen in to replace her. Inbound to Lily James. James. Bounce past Prisciandero for three. It's good! Say her name and she will score. I believe in Addie.
Hey, that's a great one, John.
I stole that one from wrestler Joe Hendry. And that ball gets loose, but still picked up by Bagoody on the far side. 33-23, Prescott up by 10. 3:47 to go in the third quarter. Bounce pass over to Nez. Takes the shot off the glass, and it's good. Nadea Nez with her first bucket of the night. And Lily James almost loses the ball. It rolls in the hands of Bella Apt. Apt inside. Pass out to Prisciandero for three. And that one off the backboard, but rebounded by Crockett. And a jump ball called, even though Jaden McClellan bumped into Crockett repeatedly. Prescott fans don't like that call, but still, Badgers do keep the ball. Prisciandero lobs it into Apt. Oh, Apt gets hammered!
And we are going to get a foul.
Bella Apt, man, she took that one like an NHL player.
Fouls on Nadea Nez. That's her first. Fourth team foul on the Eagles. So the Badgers have the ball underneath their own basket, out of bounds.
Well, Bella Apt got hammered. At least she didn't get bit on the arm like Jade Furr in last night's Prescott soccer game with Lee Williams. At least that's something. Prisciandero loses the ball, and Prisciandero got fouled.
Going to be fouled by Sunshine Bagoody. And that's her fourth.
Oh, boy. And again, one of Flag's top scorers in foul trouble. And now Prisciandero up to the line.
Because the Badgers are in the bonus.
Prisciandero nails that one. 18 points tonight for Addie Cadabra. Second shot coming up for Prisciandero. She nails it. 35-25 Prescott.
Largest lead for the Badgers.
3:14 to go in the third quarter. Nez setting up the offense for Flag. Gets the ball over to Davis. Davis from the far side gets that one over to Nez. Nez trying to get around Bella Apt. Going to the basket. Gets that one. Oh, tried to get that one to Jensen, but it bounces off her hands and goes out of bounds into the stands.
First turnover by the Eagles in this quarter. Both teams have one turnover.
Apt gets it over to Crockett. Now back to Apt. Covered by Nez. Apt under a double team. Flips it over to Lily James. James on the near side. Hands it off to Prisciandero. 2:50 to go in the third quarter. Inside to Bentley Crockett. Outside Apt. Apt moves inside. Cut off by Nez. The pass on the near corner to Apt. Or Prisciandero, I mean. And the ball stolen by Sunshine Bagoody. Bagoody down the near side. Covered by Murdoch. Now the pass over to Nez. Nez getting around Prisciandero, and Nez puts it home for two. 35-27. Flag cutting into that Prescott lead with 2:20 left to go in the third quarter. Murdoch with the ball, flips it over to Lily James. And Bella App gets tripped up, no call. Flag gets the ball, McClellan to Bagoody. Kicks it out to number 14, no good by Davis. And the ball goes out of bounds on that missed three.
Badgers have it out of bounds in the backcourt. 2 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Bella Apt has gotten kind of roughed up here in this third quarter. She inbounds it to James. James over the half-court line. Bounce pass to Kylie Murdoch. What?
We must have an illegal screen.
Call against Bentley Crockett.
That Bentley Crockett's second foul. She set an illegal screen away from the ball, John.
Sunshine Bagoody, pass half-court line over the far side. $1:50 to go for three, Bagoody! No good off the backboard. And the rebound, well, Prisciandero, a flag player, fighting for it on the ground. Looks like that was Prisciandero, and I think that was Nadea Nez going for it.
Going to be a jump ball, and the Eagles have the possession arrow.
Kate Jones will come in for Prescott, replacing Bentley Crockett. $1:45 left to go in the third quarter, 35-27. Badgers on top. Actually now, Lexi Neal back in the game. She will take the inbound. Nadea Nez will come out. Bagoody. Bagoody moving inside, trying to get around. Oh, man, I think Kate Jones going to get called for a push. That's her fourth foul tonight, Kelly.
Fourth foul on Kate Jones, and she just came into the ball game. So we'll see if Coach Johnson replaces her or not.
Yeah, looks like we're all getting a sub. What?
Going to get a foul called on Kylie Murdoch.
Yeah, that was away from the ball. Apparently, I guess they're saying she pushed someone.
Third team foul on the Badgers this quarter.
Bagoody gets it over to Neal. Neal coming inside, trying to get around Bella App. Takes the shot off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Eagles. Jensen over to Bagoody. Pass on the inside, turning, shooting, not scoring into McClellan. She gets her own rebound and stolen by Bella Apt. Ripped right out of her hands. Apt on the inside, double team, takes a shot, and it's good by Bella Apt. Apt the steal, Apt the bucket, and it's another 10-point lead for the Badgers, 37-27. Lexi Neal trying to get around Apt. And a block call. Bella Apt can't believe that call. Bella Apt gets knocked down, yet she's going to take the foul.
That's going to be the second foul on Bella Apt. Only the fourth team foul, so the Eagles have it out of bounds.
And Prescott fans, once again, voicing their displeasure at the call. McClellan takes a shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, takes a shot. Now McClellan gets knocked down by Bella Apt, but no call there. Apt was like, I have had enough of this. Lily James with the ball for Prescott. Now Kylie Murdoch to Apt. Goes for three. It's good, Bella Apt. Her first tray of the night, and it's 40-27 Prescott. 30 ticks left to go in the third quarter. Neal has it. Over to Bagoody. Bagoody moving inside. Gets the pass over to Sosi, and Sosi with the tray. Oriana Sosi makes it a 40-30 game. Flag trails. 10 seconds left to go. Lily James coming inside. Bounce pass. The shot by Young. No good. Rebound by Flag. 3 seconds left. Neal has the ball. And she goes for a desperation shot. No good. And that is all she wrote for a wild and woolly third quarter. We head to the fourth quarter And as they say in my favorite movie, Independence Day, time to kick the tires and light the fires. It is 40-30
Well,
Prescott. Let's take a break here, and we'll be back with more right after this. And welcome back to Flagstaff High School. John Rust, Kelly Court is with you here in a game that kind of feels like the climax of Rocky IV, where you have the announcers going, "It's a street fight here."
Badgers had an excellent quarter, outscoring the Eagles 17-10.
Bella Apt inbound for Prescott, doing it over on the Flagstaff side of the stands. Probably hearing some chatter over there, but I'm sure ignoring it. Lily James gets that ball over to Kylie Murdoch. Murdoch taking the shot, no good, but it looks like Murdoch.
Going to get fouled.
Who's going to get dinged for the foul.
That foul's going to be on number 21, Carter Edison. That's her first foul.
Up to the line, Kylie Murdoch. Misses on that one. Murdoch averaging 5.2 points per game this season for Prescott. Second shot from the stripe for the junior Murdoch. And that one goes through, and it's 41-30 Prescott.
Largest lead for the Badgers.
Flag with the ball. Bounce pass out to Edgewater. Edgewater moves in, loses the ball, and who's going to steal it? Jump ball as Edgewater and Addie Prisciandero were going at it.
Going to be Eagles ball because they have the possession arrow in their favor.
And it will be Nadea Nez to inbound. Over to Neal at the near corner. Now to Edgewater. Now for three, no good. And that was by Nadea Nez. Lily James with the ball now for the Badgers. James flying around the defense, gets it in the hands of Prisciandero for three, comes up short, and it's rebounded by Lexi Neal. Neal, 10 points tonight, but all of them have come in the first quarter. Bounces the ball over to Sosi. Now for three, Edgewater skips off the rim, no good, rebounded by Bella Apt, who gets knocked down by Nez, but the ball lands in the hands of James. Long pass over to Prisciandero, the shot, no good, rebounded by Kylie Murdoch, who puts it up, no good. Nadea Nez with it. Down the baseline, losing the ball, picking it back up is Sosi, and Sosi going to get called for the foul.
Bella App on the last possession injured her, looks like her right wrist. That foul was called on number 20, Kylie Murdoch. That's her third foul.
Yeah, Bella App definitely looks like she's in some pain. First shot by Susie is good. Murdoch coming out. App going to stay in the game. And Kelly, I think in a game like this, unless Bella App's arm completely falls off, she's going to stay in there. Actually, if her arm does, even if her arm does fall off, she'll probably stay in there. Second shot also good by Sosi. 41-32, flag trails. Apt will inbound. Trying to find someone to get the ball to. Oh, they're going to say she didn't get it out in 5 seconds.
Going to be a 5-second call. Couldn't get the ball in bounds.
Oh, wait a minute, another call in a delay of game against Flag.
It's a warning then, again. So Badgers still have the ball out of bounds.
Bounces into Addie Prisciandero. She's double teamed. Gets that ball over to Apt. Now Apt double team down the near side. Apt moves in, flips that ball over to Crockett. Now to Prisciandero. James with it. And James, loose ball picked up by Crockett. To James for three. Skips off the rim, no good. Into the hands of Lexi Neal. Neal, top of the arc. Moves inside, takes the shot. No good, and rebounded by Bella Apt. Apt down the far side to Prisciandero. She goes for three. Skips off the rim, no good, but rebounded by Daria Young. Oh, and they're going to say Young traveled. She took the extra step.
Drug her pivot foot. She came down with the ball. Going to be the first turnover of the quarter. The Badgers only have committed 3 turnovers this half, John, so that's good.
5:54 left to go in the fourth quarter. Bagudi over to Sosi. Now to Neal. Over to Nez. Pass on the inside. Sosi puts a shot up, no good. Crockett gets the ball. Long pass to Prisciandero. Oh, and yep, they're going to call a travel on Addie Prisciandero. Yeah, I think she took a stutter step there, Kelly.
Yeah, she probably did as she went to pick up the dribble and go for the shot. I think she, again, another one of those dragging the pivot foot moves, and the official caught it.
And Bella Apt is actually out of the game now. Bagudi. And she gets the ball over to Nez. Pass on the inside of Bagudi. Gets that pass into Sosi, and Sosi takes the shot but gets fouled. And I think that's going to be against Bentley Crockett.
Yeah, and that's going to be her 3rd foul.
Up to the line, Oriana Sosi. 7 points for the sophomore tonight. Still 7 as she misses that one. Next shot coming up for Sosi. No good. Rebounded by Prisciandero. Fight for the ball and a jump ball call.
Going to be Badger possession because the possession arrow is in the Badgers' favor.
And we're going to get a timeout here from Coach Jamie Johnson. Full timeout for the Badgers with 5:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's 41-32. So.
In the timeout situation, the Badgers have 2 full timeouts and 1 30-second timeout left, so a total of 3. The Eagles also have 3 timeouts left as they've taken 1 full timeout and 1 30-second timeout. 5:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. Badgers leading 9 points, 41-32.
And even it's a 9-point lead, Kelly, this still feels like a nail biter here. Obviously, you can't. I mean, Flagstaff has so many weapons. The Badgers have played some good defense, but again, just anyone's ball game at this point, and pretty much, I think like we expected.
Yeah, my concern is Bella Apt. I'd like to see her get back in the game if that's possible. But she's not back in the game. She must have hurt that wrist pretty well. So. Bella, of course, a big factor in this game. That
Prisciandero with the inbound. By the way, folks, Flagstaff has not led at any point in this game. Lily James with the ball now for Prescott. Over to Prisciandero. Bounce pass to Crockett. Crockett gets banged into, and yep, we're going to get a foul against Jaden McClellan.
That's Jaden McClellan's first foul.
McClellan, who I I'm kind of tempted to nickname her the General, but considering what General McClellan's record was like in the Civil War, that would probably be like an insult.
Bella's coming back in the ball game, John.
Yep, and she does have her right wrist taped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to take something serious to keep Bella Apt out of this game. Crockett down the baseline, bounce pass, and the ball. Apt has it, and we got players falling all over the place now. Nez has the ball for the Badgers, or excuse me, the Eagles, I mean. Nez.
Good defense by the Badgers, man-to-man defense.
Edgewater to Nez. Nez moving inside. Gets that one out to Sosi. Sosi hands it off to Bagoody. Bagoody cut off by Bella Apt. Bagoody, long pass over to Edgewater for three. Off the backboard, no good. Who's going to get the rebound? Bella Apt does. After that ball bounces around, and now Bagoody right up in Apt's grill, but she still gets the pass over to Lily James. 4:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. 41-32 Prescott. Bounce pass over to Lily James. Hands it off to Presciandero. Now the handoff to Bella Apt. Apt moves inside. Over to Presciandero. Presciandero goes for the shot. No good. And we get a whistle on the play with 3:58 remaining in regulation.
That's going to be a foul on number 2. Sunshine Bagoody, and she has fouled out of the ball game. And that's a big loss for the Eagles.
Bagoody, one of their leading scorers, but tonight Bagoody has been held to just 5 points by the Badger D. Natty Presciandero with 19 points. She will step up to the line.
It was a shooting foul, and that's the reason the
Yeah, I think the officials are heading over and confirming that, Sunshine has 5 fouls, and Sunshine will walk off into the sunset.
Well, you know, a coach, once a player fouls out, a coach does have 45 seconds to replace a player.
So Addie Presciandero up to the line with some big free throws here. In and out of the basket. Next shot coming up for Presciandero. That one goes in, and it's a 10-point lead for Prescott, 42-32. 20 points tonight for Presciandero. Neal with the ball. Trying to get around Bella Apt. Gets that one out to Edgewater for 3. Misses, and Bella Apt with the rebound. Apt with Neal right in front of her face, over to Presciandero. Presciandero coming inside through traffic, takes the shot, no good. Oh, and Addie Presciandero takes a big spill. We got a whistle on the play.
We're waiting for an official's call. The official blew the whistle because she thought maybe there might be an injury to Addie Presciandero as she drove to the hoop. So it is going to be Flagstaff ball. Here's one of the amazing things in this ball game. Lexi Neal had 10 first quarter points and has not scored since.
Well, now we get two of the officials in the backcourt talking things over.
3:34 left to go in the ball game.
And now one of the officials talking to Coach Johnson, Coach Johnson from Flagstaff. Nez inbounds it to Neal. 3:30 left to go in regulation. 42-32 Prescott. To Nez on the inside to Sosi. She turns, she shoots. Off the bottom of the backboard, Prescott has the ball. Presciandero, one player to beat. Tries to feed that one over to Brentley Crockett, but Flagstaff gets the ball. Neal has it. Neal moving inside, takes the shot. No good, rebounded by Bella Apt. Apt comes inside, takes the shot. No good, and rebounded by Flagstaff. Long pass to Neal. Neal hauls it in, and then bounces the ball over to Lily James. Trying to keep it from going out of bounds. Prescott, I think they might hold up play here a little bit with 2:40 left to go in regulation. Presciandero over to Crockett. Yeah, they're trying to bleed some time off the clock here. And Presciandero almost loses the ball. Presciandero and Nez fighting for the ball, and Nez,
ball.
I think Nez almost got a near pin there on Presciandero. 3 points.
It is going to be. It should be Eagles ball. I think Eagles have the possession arrow in their favor. 2:31 left to go.
Well, the Badgers did a good job burning some time off the clock there with a 10-point lead.
On that last possession, Coach Amy Johnson of the Badgers did want her team to slow the ball down, slow the ball game down.
Lexi Neal has the ball coming over to the far side. Neal in the paint. Here comes Nez. Nez trying to get around Bella Apt. Pass over to Sosi. Sosi gets the ball up, and it's good! Oriana Sosi with the bucket. And timeout called by Coach Tyrone Johnson of Flagstaff. 2:11 left to go in regulation. It's 42-34 in favor of Prescott. And Kelly, you got to wonder, is Flagstaff at any time going to start fouling Prescott to get him up to the line so they can get the ball back?
I really think it's too early yet. It's only an 8-point game. It's a 3-possession game at this point. I think if you start seeing the ball game at a minute 30 left with an 8-point gap between the teams, then I think the fouling would come into play. And that's where, when that happens, obviously free throw shooting becomes a high priority.
So timeout over, back to action here. Bella Apt, Addie Presciandero, they've been getting knocked around big time in this game. In fact, Apt had to take some time off from playing and get her wrist taped up before she came back in the game. Apt with the ball over to Lily James. James down the far side, covered by Sosi with 2 minutes left to go in regulation. Ball in the hands of Bella Apt. She moves inside. Now the jumper by Murdoch off the rim, no good. Pass over to Sosi. Sosi to the basket, takes the shot, no good, and rebounded by Bentley Crockett. Crockett down the far side, and it's stolen by the Eagles. Nez with the ball on the inside, stolen by Lily James. Flower power with a huge steal. And I think we're going to get another timeout for Flagstaff with a minute 37 left to go in regulation. And it's the 42-34 lead for the Badgers.
The Badgers called the timeout there. Their second full timeout of the game. Only a minute 37 left to go in the game, and the Badgers still maintaining an 8-point lead, 42-34.
Well, again, it has been a very defensive-minded game, and probably no surprise the way with the caliber of these two teams.
Well, we're at the minute 37 mark left to go in the ball game, and here in the fourth quarter, the Badgers have only scored 2 free throws, 2 for 4 from the free throw line, and the Eagles are also 2 for 4 from the free throw line and also have a field goal. So there's only been a total of 6 points scored in this quarter. This quarter is resembling a lot of the second quarter. Again, the defenses, I can tell you, whoever wins this game, John, it's the defense that's going to win the ball game.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about that. Here we go. Prescott will inbound. Bella Apt in front of the Flagstaff bench. Apt, got to hurry up. Okay, gets it into Addie Presciandero. And Presciandero gets knocked down by Nez. No call, and Nez takes the ball to the basket. Addie Presciandero got checked there by Nez, gets knocked down. And Nez gets the bucket, and now it's a 42-36 game.
Official might have been judging this. She just flat tripped on her own. I don't know. Did not have a good angle to see what happened on that play. But it's now a 6-point game, minute 30 left to go. The Eagles called an immediate timeout after that basket was scored. And so the Badgers will have the ball probably behind the baseline in the backcourt. Again, turnovers are a key. If the Badgers want to win this game, they got to avoid the turnovers.
6 points tonight for Nadea Nez. She's a junior, so she will be back next year for the Eagles.
By the way, the Badgers do have 2 timeouts left. They have a 30-second timeout and a full timeout left.
90 seconds left to go in regulation. Badgers holding on to a 6-point lead. Bella Apt will inbound.
Full court, man-to-man press by the Eagles.
Apt gets the ball into Prisciandero, trying to get around Nez. Nez right in her pocket. Prisciandero moving inside. Bounce pass to James. James bounce pass on the inside to Bella Apt. And a jump ball called.
Jump ball called. The Badgers do retain possession because the possession arrow is in the Badgers' favor.
Now Kylie Murdoch on an inbound for Prescott. Feeds it into Apt. Over to Murdoch. Murdoch hovering around the arc. And traveling the call on Kylie Murdoch.
5th turnover by the Badgers in this quarter. Minute 16 left, 42-36. Badgers retaining the lead.
And like you kind of said earlier, Kelly, Prescott really can't afford to get rattled by some of these calls.
That was a good call. Yeah. She traveled.
Nez with the ball. Moving inside, covered by Prisciandero. Bounce pass to Edgewater. Now to Neal. Neal. Over to Edison. 57 seconds left. Neal for 3. No good. Rebounded by Kylie Murdoch. Now to James. Neal with a little hack there, but no call. And now it looks like Neal will get called for a foul there as she tapped Addie Prisciandero. And 42 seconds left to go in regulation.
3rd foul on Lexi Neal. That is the 4th team foul. The next foul by the Eagles, the Badgers will be in the bonus.
Bella Apt to inbound. Gets it over to Lily James. James pass on the inside to Apt. Apt backs out. Now moving inside. Flips that one over to one of the Badgers. And we do get a whistle on the play.
Going to get a foul on one of the Eagles. Foul is on, I think, who's the foul on?
Should be Oriana Sosi.
That's her first foul, but the Badgers are in the bonus.
And Bentley Crockett will go to the line. Crockett with 2 points tonight. Big free throws coming up here for her. And she makes that one. And that turns this game into a 3-possession game with 32 seconds left to go in regulation. Crockett, who's averaging 6 points per game this season, ready for her second free throw. And it's good! 44-36, Prescott on top. Timeout called.
I think the Badgers called that. That is a 30-second timeout. So the Badgers have 1 full timeout left. 32.8 seconds left to go in the ball game. Badgers have an 8-point lead. And John, the Badgers are 4 for 6 from the free throw line this quarter, and that's all they're scoring. Well, so far this quarter, the Eagles have outscored the Badgers 6-4. Only 2 field goals have been scored in this quarter, both of them by the Eagles.
So here we go. 32 seconds left to go. Eagles trail by 8. Nadea Nez with the ball. Past the half-court line, coming over the far side. Gets over to Edgewater. Goes for 3. No good. And the ball, I think that hit off of Bella Apt's leg and goes out of bounds. 25 seconds left to go in regulation.
No shot clock because 35-second shot clock has been turned off. And now
another timeout.
Now the Eagles are going to call a timeout, a full timeout.
Oh, let's just bring all the action and excitement to us.
They have 1:30-second timeout left, and that's it.
Well, so much for a continuous flow of action and excitement here in this game as it's timeout after timeout after timeout.
Excuse me, I was wrong. I'm looking at my own writing, and they don't have any. That's their last timeout.
Yay!
The Eagles do not have any timeouts left. The Badgers have one.
Thank Neil Peart's drum kit for that bit of news.
And the Eagles do have the ball behind the baseline underneath their own basket.
44-36, Prescott on top. This has just been a grinded out kind of game tonight. Turning, shooting, not scoring is Sosi getting the rebound. Bentley Crockett. And Crockett, well, I think she flipped the ball over to Nez, but she got pushed from behind by Lexi Neal. And Bentley Crockett goes back up to the line.
Going to be a foul on number 4, Nadea Nez. That's her second foul. And of course, the Badgers are in the bonus situation, so Bentley Crockett will be shooting 2.
Misses on the first one. Next shot coming up for the junior Crockett. And that one is good. Big free throws made here by Bentley Crockett. Nez picks up the ball near the half-court line. 15 seconds to go, Nez to the basket. No good. Nez gets pushed, but no call. Bella Apt with the ball, and Bella Apt, now she gets patted there by Aubrey Edgewater, and Edgewater is done for the night, Kelly.
That's her 5th foul. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, with that rebound by Bella Apt, nope. Turn out the lights. The party's over. There's only 12 seconds left to go in the game.
I don't care. Not until this clock hits 0. In and out.
If she makes this next free throw, it's a 4-possession game.
And she makes it. 46-36. Badgers on top. 10 seconds left. Neal with the ball. Neal moving inside. Takes the shot. No good. Who's going to get the rebound? Bella Apt. 2 seconds to go. 1 second to go. And Prescott has swept the season series with Flagstaff. And they are the Grand Canyon Region champions. What a hard-fought game. And the Badgers pull it out. And they have the same amount of points they did the first time they beat Flag. 46-36 for the Eagles. Woo! All right, I apologize for that thing where you.
I told you, I've been around the game, and I know when things are over.
I guess I was a little more nervous than you were, but anyway, folks, Prescott gets the 46-36 win over Flagstaff on their home court. So let's take a 1-minute break here, and we'll be back to wrap things up from Flagstaff, Arizona. We'll be back after this. And we are back here at Flagstaff High School. John Rust, Kelly Cordes with you. Final score here tonight. Prescott with a 46-36 triumph over Flagstaff. And, well, along with sweeping the season series, that sews up the Grand Canyon region title for Prescott. How long has it been since girls basketball has won a region title?
You might have to go back to around 2009, 2010 when Paige Ram. I don't know that for sure, but that would be my guess.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go over some point totals here. I think what won this ball game mostly was the defense that the Badgers put on Flagstaff. Flagstaff normally averages in the 50s and low 60s in ball games. The Badgers held them to 36 points in this ball game. They held them to 40 points in Prescott. One of the main reasons was that Lexi Neal for the Eagles scored 10 points in the first quarter and never had another point. She ended with 10 points. She was the high point total gal for the Eagles. Oriana Sozi had 9. Nadea Nez had 6. Sunshine Bagudi had 5. And then to round out the scoring, Jaden McClellan had 4. And Aubrey Edgewater had 2. For the Badgers, 20 points by Addie Prishendero. She had a great game along with Bella App, who had 14, and she had to have up around 13, 14 rebounds, would be my guess. Bentley Crockett had 5. She had 3 key free throws in that fourth quarter that she made. Lily James had 3. Bella Roscoff had 1, and so did Kylie Murdoch. She had 1, and Kate Jones did have 2 to round out the scoring for the Badgers, 46 points.
All right, well, folks, that's going to do it for our broadcast up here. Prescott finishes the regular season Monday. They will be home against Mingus. And then after that, it's on to the playoffs for Prescott, and it looks like they will be starting in the open division, taking on teams in the 4A, 5A, and 6A conference. And, of course, stay with both KYCA and KNOT, as we will keep you updated on Prescott's run through the playoffs and, of course, all the local teams and how they'll do in the postseason. Well, folks, for Scott Harker back at the KYCA studios, for Jason Zinzaletta, Susan Zaletta, for Kelly Cordes, my partner, I'm John Russ saying have yourselves a good night.